caught my girlfriend of 10 years cheating with my business partner at our company's anniversary gala. But then I discovered our whole circle of friends knew and were mocking me behind my back. So I pretended I knew nothing and dropped the bombshell during my speech. I'd been with Maya for 10 years, my business partner David for 15. We built our tech firm from nothing. When we hit our 10-year milestone, I was thrilled. I spent months planning this gala, coordinating the keynote, ensuring everything was perfect for our big night. The event was at this beautiful downtown hotel ballroom. I arrived early to check the AV, and that's when I saw them. Maya and David in a dark storage room off the main hall, pressed against the shelf. His hands were under her blouse, her skirt already unzipped. I froze, my phone in my hand, about to text David about the caterer. They hadn't spotted me. I stepped back silently, my pulse pounding so hard I felt sick. Then I heard the voices from the staff green room. Leo's voice was unmistakable. Man, I can't believe he still has no idea. How long has it been? Like 8-9 months? Kevin laughed. He's so clueless. Remember at the lake house last month when they both vanished? We ran interference for them. The whole room chuckled. My entire inner circle, every single one, knew and had been lying to my face for the better part of a year. They were all on the executive team. A strange coldness washed over me. Not rage, but this sharp, sudden focus. I walked back to the lobby, sat for 10 minutes, just thinking. Then I smirked because I had the keynote speech tonight. I had the microphone, the main presentation screen, and I had evidence. The cocktail hour was packed. Maya was in the front, sipping champagne, looking radiant. David stood by the stage, schmoozing investors completely unaware. His wife, Anna, was beside him, looking proud. I played my part perfectly. I circulated, shook hands, hugged Maya, and told David the turnout was incredible. Leo slapped my shoulder. You okay, man? You seem tense. Never better, I said, just excited about the speech. The dinner service finished. The event MC announced my name for the co-founder's address. I stood, walked to the podium, and tapped the mic. The room quieted. I could see Maya's face, watching me proudly. David beamed at me, completely trusting. I want to start by saying what a journey this has been, I began, my voice warm. David and I started this company in a garage 10 years ago. We've been through it all. Missed payrolls, huge victories, late nights. The crowd nodded along. And Maya, my partner for the last decade, she's been there too. In fact, she's been working incredibly closely with David recently. Maya's smile flickered. David froze. A few people in the front rows looked confused. His wife, Anna, just smiled. So close, in fact, that I found them in the storage room this evening, finalizing some very personal merger details. Gasps rippled through the ballroom. David stood up. What the hell are you doing? I ignored him, pulled out my phone, and plugged it into the laptop running the main presentation screen. The AV guy just looked at me, and I nodded. The massive screen behind me lit up, not with sales charts, but with photos. David and Maya at a business conference in another city. Timestamp. 9 months of pictures and texts I'd found on his synced work iPad after I'd gone back to the office. But this, I continued, my voice perfectly level, is my favorite part. I discovered tonight that our entire management team knew. I held my phone to the mic and played the audio file. Their voices from the green room, crystal clear over the ballroom speakers, laughing about how I was so clueless and how they'd covered for them at the lake house. The silence in the room was absolute. So here's my toast, I said, raising my water glass. To David and our company. May your next 10 years be as honest as my partnership was. May you trust your team as much as I trusted all of you. And may you remember this night every time you sign a check. I set the mic down. I walked past Maya, who was sobbing, and David, who just stared, utterly destroyed. Walked past the entire executive table of my former friends, all with their mouths hanging open. David's wife, Anna, was standing now, her face a mask of pure, cold shock. She was staring at David with absolute betrayal. Apparently, she was not aware of this part of their business strategy. I didn't look back as I walked out of the ballroom. I drove home, blocked every single number, and shut down my social media. My phone and email exploded with messages, voicemails, and texts from people trying to explain. I deleted them all without reading. A week later, I got a call from Anna's lawyer. She wants my testimony for the divorce and for her lawsuit to dissolve the shared asset. I'm giving her every file, every text, every photo I have. Maya showed up at my condo yesterday. I watched her on the security feed, pleading with the intercom for almost an hour. I never buzzed her in. She doesn't live here anymore. None of them exist in my world. I'm cashing out my half of the company and starting over. A new life. Honest people.